What's going on, YouTube? Sakan Lam here. I'm doing a question and answer series for Santiago Sensei, aka Liquid Cadmus, just to give you a little bit of insight into my life as a martial artist, father, and husband. So I hope you enjoy the interview. So a little bit about myself. I'm 35 years old. I'm married. I have a daughter that's 3 years old, and I live in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Originally, I was born in Bangkok, Thailand, and when I was about 2 years old, my parents took me to Southern California, where I grew up. And after I finished high school, I went over to Arizona and studied business, supply chain management, and from there moved to Thailand, back to Thailand, mostly in Bangkok, and then to the north, which is Chiang Mai. When I was in Arizona, I spent a lot of time studying Shaolin Kung Fu. And when I came to Thailand, I just dabbled in some Muay Thai just for fun. And when I got here to Chiang Mai, I met my teacher, skillful taekwon-do. He taught me the core combat and limited system, which is jeet-kune-do, kali, silat, amongst other arts. So my daily training starts at 9 a.m. That's when the cardio kickboxing class starts, or the competition training, depending on the day. So we train about an hour and a half, and then after that, from about 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, we have an open gym session where I teach private lessons, or if I'm free, then I get to do my own training, which is usually strength conditioning, stretching, forms training, heavy bag work, pad training, especially if I have a competition coming up. I use that time for myself. And then from about 5 to 8 p.m. we have beginners and intermediate classes, which I run. And, you know, most of my training, I try to do it within the class time because I'm a bit lazy outside of training, outside of competition. So, you know, I try to use the time best I can. So more technique training and less conditioning so that I don't burn out. Of course, my biggest inspirations growing up are Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Gordon Liu, all the stars from the Shaw Brothers Kung Fu films. Jean-Claude Van Damme has to be one of my biggest inspirations as well. Bloodsport was one of my favorite movies, like probably the first mixed martial art movie. As for current inspirations, I think Sensei David Breed from Evade Black Belt Schools in the UK. He's got one of the best channels out there, great pad training tutorials, great sparring. He's constantly creating champions from the new generation, so check him out. So I've only just started competing 2 years ago. My first entry was into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a no-gi tournament, 2016, which I won the gold. After that, that was a good gateway for me to get into other combat sports. 2017, I did Zendokai full contact Jiu-Jitsu, which is like karate MMA, where you wear a gi headgear and do pretty much full contact striking with limited grappling. I also did 2 full contact Jiu-Jitsu events earlier this year. And last month I was able to compete in amateur MMA, which I had 3 fights in one day. So you can check them out online on my channel if you want to see me in action. So 3 things that annoy me. Number 1, keyboard warriors. People that talk shit, that can't back it up, right? Have no content in their channel, they just have no reason, they just criticize and don't offer any positive feedback or just attack your character. Number 2, the millennial types, SJWs, self-entitled pricks, people that always want something for nothing, not willing to put the work in. So pretty much I'm describing Taylor Kelly, martial arts tutor. I know you'd get a kick out of that. Anyway, the third thing that annoys me the most is probably my contact lenses. So when we're sparring and I get punched in the eye, it'll slip out. Totally annoying. So I think I need to get LASIK or something to help fix that problem. So 3 things that make me happy. Number 1, of course, is food. I love junk food, hamburgers, French fries, pizza. My favorite food in the world is actually American diner style food, all that greasy stuff. Don't get me wrong, Thai food is good and all, but just not as filling as I want it to be. You know, I love American food. It's just so greasy and delicious. Number two, I love video games. I love playing RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons. So I love the storylines involved. I love the lessons that you can learn, and sort of just like getting, playing a role and understanding the character and getting put in another person's shoes. One of my favorite things. And finally, I love being a teacher. I love the confidence people get when they start to apply their knowledge and skills and be able to do things they weren't capable of doing before. What kind of movies do I like? Since you already know, I like to play Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games. I like the dark fantasy genre. My favorite movie of all time is Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I also like the movie Excalibur from John Boorman back in the day. A recent movie I thought was really good, no one paid attention to, was Solomon Kane with James Purefoy. Check it out, it's a really exciting, entertaining movie. In regards to music, I really stuck in 90s era gangster rap. Like, so old school hip hop, Ice Cube, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Nas, Biggie, Tupac, all that good stuff. I listen to it every day in my car. Some classic rock, and I like to listen to video game soundtracks, RPG soundtracks. What I got into recently was grime. So grime is hip hop from the UK, and it really retains that essence of the old school style hip hop that I like. And one of the major artists is named Skepta. It's awesome stuff, hard beats, very good lyrics, really witty, really awesome, good stuff. So check it out. So some of my biggest strengths as a person is that I'm pretty tough and resilient. So when it comes to sparring and fighting, I hardly get injured. I don't take much bruising. So that's pretty cool. Besides that, I'm a very patient person, which makes me a good teacher. So people that struggle with technique or having a hard time in class, I can spend a lot of time with them without losing my cool. But yeah, some days I do lose my patience with particularly bad students that don't pay attention. Talking about virtues, I think the most important ones are honesty and humility. Right? So it's important to keep our egos in check, and if you don't stay humble, you're going to get humbled in this industry. You can pretend to be something you're not, but sooner or later it's going to catch up with you, or you're just going to continue living a lie. It's just like Bruce Lee always said, martial arts is about honestly expressing oneself, and it's there to improve you as a person and to uncover yourself. And if you use the martial arts to be flashy or pretend something that you're not, then you're just wasting your time. So if I weren't a martial arts coach, I'd probably want to be a private detective. When I was a kid, I loved these crime and puzzlement books. There was like Be Your Own Detective stories, and you could solve little crimes by looking at the pictures and trying to figure out the clues and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. Other than that, I think I would probably make a pretty good actor, maybe a stage actor, or an actor in small-time roles, TV or something like that. And I've also been told that I would probably make a very good soldier. So that's one thing I wish I had done, is join the armed forces. Well, I definitely want to compete more in the future. I really want to do a professional mixed martial arts fight after a few more amateur events. I'd like to compete in Muay Thai and Savate French kickboxing. Beyond that, I want to travel the world a little bit more, perhaps teach seminars worldwide, and study Filipino martial arts in the Philippines, Pencak Silat in Indonesia, and karate in Japan, and perhaps take part in a Kudo tournament. That would be really cool. Locally, I just want my gym to be more successful, to have more memberships, and also I'd like to have more viewership and subscriber base in my YouTube channel. That way I could reach a bigger audience, try to inspire people to do the martial arts, and to show people that it's not too difficult to do what I do. So I'd like to thank Liquid Cadmus for this opportunity to share insights into my personal life. Hope you subscribe to both of our channels, and I hope you enjoyed watching. So good luck in your training. I wish you all the best. Take care.